Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? So it is March 1st, and yeah, the shit show at the White House, that's what I want to talk about. So I'm going to start talking about that in a minute, but I just want to tell y'all it's such a beautiful day here today. It's Saturday. The sun is shining. It's 82 degrees. Can you believe it? It is so warm out there. It feels so good. I sat outside in the sunshine for a little bit right after lunch, and it made me sleepy. I just wanted to go take a nap. And then when I came in here, of course, the cat's all over me. I can't take a nap. So I said, let's do a reading. I wanted to go into Zelensky's energy and see how he was feeling after that shit show at the White House. I cannot believe how badly that man was treated. It's so embarrassing. I am so embarrassed to be an American. I really am. I cannot believe that we have those kind of people representing us. I don't see how anybody can say that he's presidential or that J.D. Vance is vice president material. They were sickening. I mean, it was sickening to watch. And I had made a video yesterday, and I guess while I was making that video, this was going on. I wasn't watching the news, so I wasn't paying attention to it. And then somebody on the messages said, did you see that? So I went back and watched it on YouTube. It's just unbelievable, unbelievable. And then they kicked him out of the White House. Who does that? Who treats people like that? I wish they would let him in NATO. They should. I don't understand how this, I don't understand all the politics and why they won't let him be a part of NATO, but they need to. They really do. They need to give him cover, his country. After all he's been through, 3 years of war, his people have been murdered. His cities have been destroyed by Putin. And Trump's over there after that fiasco. He said, well, he didn't have nothing nice to say about Putin. He called him names. He invaded his country and murdered his people and destroyed the cities. What good thing could he say about him? It's unbelievable. That Trump is a madman. I mean, he has got to be a Russian asset. He's got to be. He is just pro-Russia. It's crazy. I can't even believe he's sitting in the White House. We need to get rid of this man. He needs to be gone. I am up to here. I know you guys are too. I'm just up to here with it. I really am. I'm sure that he's the most hated man in the world. I am sure he is. But I digress. I wanted to go into Zelensky's energy. And when I did that, I'm going to tell y'all what I was seeing, because I really wanted to see what was happening with him and what he was doing. And what he was doing is he had a trash bin in his hand, and he was dumping out trash and a little bit all around. He was just dumping trash out all around. So I don't know if this is trashing the Trump administration to a bunch of different countries. He is spreading this trash all around. So maybe the trash talking they did to him, or he's throwing out United States and saying, look at the United States to all these other countries, But that's what I'm seeing. The next thing that I was shown is a drawer. So there's some drawer, and Zelensky goes and he pulls open this drawer. There's something important in that drawer. It's either a document or a picture. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing exactly what it is. It's inside an envelope, so I can't see exactly what it is. But he is going to use this as a lasso to rein in Donald Trump. I don't know what it is, but he's got something that he's been holding back. Maybe it's something Biden gave him. I don't know. But Donald Trump is just whining and whining about Zelensky, about how he wasn't had nothing nice to say about Putin. And I see Zelensky with this great big violin, a cello, and he's playing the cello as Trump is whining and crying about he didn't have nothing nice to say about Putin. He called him names. Zelensky's over there looking at him, and he's just playing the cello, you know? Cry me a river. I don't know. Um, and he just looks at him like, you're a crazy man. You're crazy. And Zelensky, he felt like a mouse caught in a trap. That's what I'm being shown. Exactly. A mouse caught in a trap. He was lured there under false pretenses. They did not have any plans to sign a thing with the minerals and all that. That was just a false pretense. And snap, he was caught between Trump and Vance. That was the plan. And Zelensky knows that, and he feels that. He feels that, you know, this was all made up, you know, a predetermined outcome. Put it that way. I think that's what I'm getting. So, and I want y'all to know that even though this happened to him in the United States and you know, in the Oval Office, he still feels all of our love. He still feels the American people's love. He really does. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that he feels that way. And he's saying and showing that he really controlled himself in the Oval Office. You know, they wouldn't let him speak. They were just running over him. He wasn't allowed to speak, and he's not, you know, proficient in English, and so it takes him a while to be able to react and speak, and they wouldn't let him speak. They just wouldn't let him. I'm sure he's probably having to translate it in his mind when he wants to say something, and they wouldn't. They both ran over him. Y'all saw it. It was very sad, and it was a horrible way to treat a president of another country. But he really controlled himself. He was steaming mad. That's what he's showing me. Like there's steam coming out of his head. I'm being shown that he was really mad, very upset. And he's like this. Okay, all right, we're done. We done? It's like, okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. I mean, they kicked him out of the, okay, I'm done. You're done with me. I'm done with you. We're done. And it's almost like he's been cut free, you know, because if there's something there and you want it and you think you're able to get it, then you keep trying and trying to get it. Well, now he knows I don't need to keep trying to get something from the United States. I'm not going to get it. So it's kind of like in his mind, all right, I've been cut free. So then he can move on to other countries and ask them to step up their support. And he doesn't have to listen to the United States anymore. He doesn't have to be controlled by the United States anymore because they're not going to give him any more support or any help. So it's almost like, even though it was painful and it pissed him off like crazy, it's almost like, okay, it's freedom. I'm free. I'm free from them. Let's move on. Because, you know, he really doesn't have time to play games. So it's kind of like this. It's like getting a divorce. When somebody that you love, you know, like your husband comes home and you think everything's fine, he says, I want a divorce, and he divorces you. And are you going to keep crying and be sad? Or are you going to say, I'm free. I don't have to please that person anymore. You have to change the way you're looking at things, you know? So that's kind of like what he's doing. He's just changing the way he's looking at things. He's not looking at United States for help anymore. He's like, okay, he had hope that, you know, President Trump was going to help make a deal and back his country up. He had hope. Not very much. You know, he knew that when he came here to the Oval Office, he knew that their chances were very high that, you know, Trump would act like a shitball. And he did. That's my words, not spirit. That's one of my favorite words, y'all. I'm sorry to say. But that he had to take his chances. He thought, let me go and hear what they got to say. If we can make a deal, I can save my country. It doesn't matter. It's not about him having to go to the Oval Office and be embarrassed and be ashamed and say, I need your help and ask for it. He's thanked us millions of times, everybody. I've heard him, I've seen him, and he's said thank you so many times to the American people and to Biden and everything, many, many times. And of course, JD Vance, have you once said thank you to Trump? Well, hell no, because Trump ain't done shit but giving me a hard time. And then he goes on Fox News. That's one thing. Why did he go on Fox News? I don't really understand his strategy for going on Fox News other than to, maybe show the people that are for Trump that Trump treated him unfairly, and that he's a good man. He is a good man. So I don't know exactly why he went on Fox. I wished he would have went on MSNBC. And maybe he will. Maybe he has, and I hadn't seen him. I don't know. But I see boots on the ground in Ukraine. There's a bunch of people that are going to help. So countries are sending boots on the ground, and I am seeing that just like mercenary people, people that just want to sign up and go fight for their army are going to Ukraine. People are riled up and they're like, I'm going to go fight for Ukraine. I'm going to go help them. And unfortunately, I see some dark days ahead for Ukraine, you guys. I see that they're going to have some power outages. I just see darkness ahead for them. So I don't know what the hell Putin has planned, but I'm sure it's not anything good. Whenever I do a reading, I always say I only want to see love and light come through. I don't want to see too much, and I never want to see people pass and things like that. But unfortunately, I see dark days ahead. So that's how Spirit shows me, because they know me. And they just show me a dark winding road. So I also see people in the hospital. So more people will unfortunately lose their lives, and many people are going to be hurt. So I think the fighting is going on, and then because Putin is getting a green light from Trump, he's probably going to try to do something. My husband just opened the door and let Addie Cat in. Anytime I'm doing a reading and the door's shut, she's like, I need to come in. She wants to be in here so she can jump on the desk and bother me. But anyway, that is so sad. There she is. She's so sweet. I love her. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I know there's so much going on. There's a bunch of protests going on this weekend, with what Trump did. And did you see JD Vance? He went on a ski trip, and they lined the streets when he was going to his trip. And they don't like him. They gave him a hard time. There was all kinds of flags for Ukraine and everything. I stand with Ukraine. They do not like what he did. I think it was in Vermont, right? He was going skiing in Vermont. They said he had to go somewhere else. Crimea River. I hope there's no peace for JD Vance. I hope there's no peace for him. I hope there's no peace for Trump. I hope we run them out of this country. I really do. I'm fed up with them. I really am. I'm fed up. What can we do? We can visualize Trump being gone. We can visualize that our country is turning around. We can visualize a white light over our country, protecting us from the evil that's inside it. That's what we need to do. So you can pray for protection for our whole country and for the people that are losing their jobs left and right. Can you believe they said, I think 7,000 people from the IRS was getting laid off? I mean, we're going to have huge unemployment just from the federal government laying off people. Trump doesn't care. He doesn't care. And the people, everybody needs to understand that. I know that I'm talking to you guys, and y'all understand it, but the MAGA crowd, the Republicans, they need to understand what Trump is doing is tearing our country apart for the sake of Putin, because we demanded that, you know, Russia tear down the wall and all that with Gorbachev, and Russia got, you know, the country got disseminated and segregated, and pieces went here and there. So the Soviet Union was, you know, dismantled. Now they want to do that to the United States. The plan is to pay back the United States, and Trump is, with that plan, trying to help Putin do that. It's so egregious and so horrible that people can't simply see it. I don't understand. So that's what all about learning a lesson and waking up and everything is all about. Um, yeah. Addie, she's right here. Come here, baby. Oh, you're so sweet. She's such a sweet girl. All right, guys, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I love y'all so much. Try not to think too much about what's going on. Just say a prayer that we're protected and blessed, and that people with good intentions will be the ones that are able to do so. I had to go feed the cat. She was scratching at me. Oh, look, I got my Kamala Harris t-shirt on today. I had to go to Walmart. Walmart is one of those stores that said they're not DEI anymore. Walmart's the only place that my husband, he has his Medicaid, Medicaid card. That's the only place they take it at, and he needed some eye drops and stuff like that. So we have to go to Walmart because that's the only place here in town that we can to get it. So we went to go get some eye drops. And since I had to go to Walmart, I wore my Kamala Harris shirt. I don't care if people look at me. It's South Texas, but you know, nobody seemed to even look. Nobody seemed to be bothered by it. So that's good. That's good. All right, guys. Love you so much. Take care. And I will talk to you again probably on Monday. Tonight we're going to have the chicken kebab. Remember I told you my husband was making chicken kebab? He's making it tonight, so I'll film the rest of it. He's going to put it on some skewers and make the fire. My daughter's going to come, and we're going to have dinner all together. So I'll film that and send y'all a video of how to make kebab with rice. We're going to have a salad with it, a couple of things. So it's a good meal. It's one of something that he's been making for years and years, and we make it quite frequently, as long as it's not freezing cold outside. Today's a good day to be outside and making, you know, meat on the grill. It's nice and warm. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. Love you so much. Take care, and take care of yourselves, right? Take care of yourselves. Take a break. Go outside. Enjoy your life. Don't worry about things, and, you know, just pray that for the betterment of mankind in the United States to be protected. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. It's going to be okay. It really is going to be okay. Remember when I did the reading a few readings ago, and I said I feel like something's going to happen in March. So hopefully we're going to see some things taking action in March. I hope they start getting rid of Trump this month. We'll see. Oh, and it's my mom's birthday today. So happy heavenly birthday to my mother. All right, guys, love y'all so much. And remember, I have a special going on with a tarot reading and a healing session together. So if you'd like to get that, look down below, send me an email, and we'll get together, okay? All right, take care. Love you so much. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.